Hello again, everyone, and welcome to the second quarter final between world number 5, former world number 2, Levon Aronian, and the youngster from Uzbekistan, Nodirbek, Abdusattorov. Sorry about that. Ding Liren just won his match very convincingly against a qualified player, Santos Latasa, Jaime. Abdusattorov is also a qualified player, while Levon Aronian is obviously an invited player. At 8:30, we will have the reigning world champion, world number 1 for more than 10 years, Magnus Carlsen, 8:30 against Eduardo Iturizaga, who is a very good blitz player. But that will be interesting to see, of course, Magnus in action from the beautiful and green city of Pamplona. And let's see the game. They started. Levon played a London system, knight bd2, knight h5, I think, which was played by Fabiano Caruana against Magnus Carlsen in one of these online events. a3, queen c5, c4. All both players seems to know what they are doing. Okay, it's pretty normal. You have two bishops as black, but there's a nice control of the dark square for white, especially this square, and some space advantage, especially on queen side. Maybe you can play b5 sometimes. G6 makes a lot of sense to play bishop g7 to win a tempo on this rook. And it's a pretty normal opening in this first game. I remind you the format of this tournament. This is a final, the San Fermin Masters 2021. 8 players for 4 qualified players, and it was not easy to qualify in any of the events. And 4 superstar top 10 player: Magnus Carlsen number 1, Ding Liren number 3, Aronian number 5, and Wesley So number 7, 8. I'm not sure, but around that corner. So we will see if we get a surprise today. Of course, a big surprise would be not to see Ding, So, Magnus, and Aronian in the semi-finals. If Levon wins this match, he is playing against Ding Liren tomorrow, and tomorrow you will be joined by the most famous German grandmaster, Jan Gustafsson, who will commentate for you these matches, while I will be back to French commentaries. Okay, a5, attacking. The pawn asking a question to Levon, which is not so easy. b5, you don't want really. a4 and knight a5, but what else? Maybe c5, but then I don't know, you give this pawn. This pawn is protected. It's a protected pass pawn, basically. He played castle. So after AB, on c5. Small trick by Levon, but he should be very careful because this young Uzbek grandmaster, Abdusattorov, is extremely good at blitz, as he showed a couple of years ago in the World Blitz Championship. So he took on b4, Levon will play c5, and then he will take back AB. And now I guess bishop d7 is normal plan. Yeah, he played it. Maybe b6 will come at some point, trying to weaken this structure. So he can go b6 immediately. b5, there is a small trick, b5 and a5. The computer is showing queen takes d5. I have the small on the left of your computer. You have left for you. You have the evaluation bar, so you can follow the action with the machine. Okay, rook f1 is a very tricky move. 136 for the young player, but I guess he's very fast in time scramble. Rook f8 makes a lot of sense. Of course, you don't want to allow some b5, c6, so that makes really a lot of sense. If now b5, you just go knight a5, queen takes. You can just take back, and this pawn will hang. So Levon plays the move from 2020 h4 to play h5, but here it doesn't look that great with the bishop on g7. So I think it was more that he didn't know what to do than really attacking move, because how do you attack here? It looks very unclear to me. As long as you have this fianchetto bishop, you are doing well as black. And b6 was played, and the idea was b5, knight a5, and not to have queen takes d5, because the queen is on f8, so it's not pinned anymore. That's the point of the young Uzbek, who is doing very well in this first game. So maybe we'll have the first surprise. After take on b6, I just go rook a b8 or rook c b8 or the same. I just play rook c b8 just to control that square. Now it looks great for black because this pawn is very weak. So Levon in trouble already in the first game. Maybe queen takes b4 simply. Queen takes b4 attacking that pawn. It's played rook b1, queen c3. I guess all endings are very good for black with two bishops. And this pawn, which I guess will be lost. So now it's very difficult for Levon in that position. He's keeping queens, which makes a lot of sense. Now knight d4, exchanging one pair of knight. Knight takes, and then he will take on d4. I don't know with what. Yes, two is taking with the bishop. Also, he's keeping an eye on g3 and also attacking pawn b6. So that's why he played b7, attacking the rook. But rook a2, attacking the knight on d2. And the pawn on g3 is still hanging. So this is just basically game over. And let's remind that Levon Aronian is, of course, in great shape as he won the Gold Money Asian Rapid. He won his first tournament in the Meltwater Championship Tour, and in a very nice way, because in the semi-finals he defeated the world champion Magnus Carlsen. So that was really nice from Levon. Rook c1. What is that? Queen takes d2 simply. Takes rook c7, trying to trick his opponent, but this is probably not going to work. You can just play bishop e8 here. Okay, took on g3. This is also good. Bishop f4, 3 pawns up. Okay, this pawn is still alive, but still it should be relatively easy to convert this position. g5 played, 54 seconds for the young and young prodigy from Uzbekistan. Yeah, just king g7, rook c7 is not available because of the bishop. If you play rook c8, you are not threatening anything. I can just play rook b2. You take, I take, and I keep an eye on that pawn. I will just come back, push, come with the king. This is just very easy. Bishop h3 is a blunder. Rook h3, and now he will come back with his rook h8. Ah, no, even rook b3, because the rook is still protected. 1-0 for Nodirbek, Abdusattorov. Okay, this is a small surprise. This is a very good start for him, obviously. And let's remind that it's best of 8 games. Donc, so, sorry, I'm starting to speak in French. So, best of 8 games. So this is first to 4.5. So there's no time to wake up, basically, for Levon. So let's see what Levon is up to as black. It's only 1 game, so it's not a disaster, but it's a pretty bad start. So I have no idea. Thank you, Red Rebron. 37. We're saying Laurent is always fire. Trying to. It's not always possible. Okay. Let's see. Our friend has problems to find the games. To find the game, it seems. So I don't know if he's playing e4, d4. Okay, some players as well, they have some different strategy, of course, in Blitz, in Rapid and Blitz, so it's hard to expect anything special from the Uzbek player. Or I'm missing something? Or they are playing? No? Why is the game? Because according to what I'm seeing on my screen, they look concentrated and they look like they are playing. Oof, did they rematch each other? That would be a very bad news. I hope they didn't. I will check. They did rematch. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. So they did rematch. They did a blunder. That's bad. So we will try to get the link. And to check the game. Oh la 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 la. They did rematch. Someone should tell them. Oof, that's really bad. For our live broadcasting, of course, we need the games are created well in advance, and that's how we can have them in our live transmission and also during the live show. Players know about it, but sometimes they forget. So let us try to find the game, and we'll see. Yeah, because they look like they are focused and concentrating. So okay. Yeah. Yeah, I see the game in the stream. So this is a very sharp position. Chess Warrior 04 with Nodirbek and Levon Levon. It's hard to say even what was the opening. I guess some Ragozin, Queen's D5, and we see the screen of Chess Warrior with pre-moving. With pre-moving now, 2 bishops for black. So it looks kind of completely fine for black. Yeah, so I guess bishop f5, offering a bishop trade, which looks very natural. Yeah, he takes, and what is he going to do? His pawn on d5 is hanging. So what can you do? If knight e4, I will just pin you. It just castles. It's funny to see the screen of the player. Now we see the screen of Chess Warrior. Obviously, you see he has his mouse on the knight on d2. Okay, knight e4, some compensations. Knight f6 check, of course, is a small cheapo. But it should be okay for he wants to take on b7, but he's afraid of if bishop b6, c4, c5, he missed that. Oof, c5, and now it looks like a draw to me. They will exchange everything in a drawn rook ending. He can play bishop a5 if he wants to. Bishop a5, there's knight d6 check and knight c4. So that would be very tricky. Takes, rook c7 check. Kings, rook e7. Maybe do we lose a pawn? He wants to play rook c2, protecting. And then he wants to attack on b6 after rook a7. Rook e7, he wants to play rook b2. But we should stop them from rematching. That's the most important task. Okay, rook b6, it will be a draw. It will be a draw. We didn't miss much. Draw offer. And now, no, rematch. No. Please. Okay. Now let's hope they're back with Levon Aronian. Okay. So that's fine. It should be white. We see our friend from Uzbekistan a bit confused, but he should play the third game as black, and he's leading 1.5. Why is the game? Well, yeah. Where the problem with the previous game as they did rematch? As I told you. Hello everyone in the chat. We'll probably have the winner of the match in the show after to ask him some question. Yeah, okay. Our friend Oli, who is always creating all the games, sent me the link, but that was too late. That was well too late. So 1.5 for the Uzbekistan player, which is quite an achievement already. And let's see if Levon has something else than the London, or if he will repeat the first game, because I don't think he was doing very well after the opening. So it's never easy during a match to adjust. And look, he's adjusting. He's playing d4, c4. Okay, knight f3, d5. Another Agozin, no, Semitage. Wow, this is solid. e3. Many options here. Knight c6, dc4, cd4, obviously. Now this is a pan-off. Knight d5. Okay, this is all well known. You can castle, you can play knight c6. Yeah, you can give the pawn here. There is some theory here, but generally it's not. It's just not great for black. White has massive compensations here. So he didn't take the pawn. Bishop d3, played bishop a5, threatening knight db4. But Levon decided to ignore and give his bishop, which he takes, which makes a lot of sense to me. Now, if you castle, he means that there's knight g5, maybe h6. Okay. Not afraid of d5. Now, white should be fast because they have isolated pawn here, which is a bad news, and black has the two bishops. So on the long term, black is doing extremely well. So white should be very dynamic and very fast. That's why he's playing queen e4, some dynamic move to play d5. Castle, but rook d1 now, I guess knight e7 is a very logical move to control the square. I think again, Levon didn't manage to get anything out of the opening. Okay, queen d5, this is very solid, offering a trade. Of course, if you take, you have nothing. As white, you are even slightly worse because the pawn c3 is not really, he's simply weak. So you have to keep the queen e2. You want c4, I guess. Followed by d5. Of course, you can decide to stop this play as black b5. Now you have to calculate a4, which I'm unable to calculate properly. This is possible. c4, there is bishop a6, right? Okay, there is bishop a6. And if cd, bishop e2, and black is better. So b5 looks fine. a4 was played, and he plays bishop a6 immediately to stop on light square. And black is just completely fine. Okay, the only problem is that this bishop is pinned now. So so how to protect that bishop and to threaten to play b4, queen c4. Okay, queen e3. Oh, Levon going for it. Half bluffing. Knight e7 is a good move. He wants to come here, but he gives this knight e5 with a tempo. Okay, this is done. Knight e5, I guess the queen will retreat. Queen c8. And could be AB, maybe bishop b5, c4. If bishop c4, just rook c1, and it's over. It's played. c4, now you have to go to an unpleasant square, I guess. Okay, it seems that white has some initiative, also a big time advantage. 1 minute. So it seems that Levon is not about to equalize, but let's say he has a good position. So now where to go? Bishop e8 is always possible, but it's always a bit, you don't want to make such moves when you have a rook on f8. That's the problem. But could be a good move. No, bishop c6 is much more human. And apparently d5 is very strong here for white. Why? If ed, then knight takes c6, knight takes c6, and cd, and the pawn is apparently matching. He didn't see it. He played queen x3, knight g6. Okay, so now you can always take, and you have a better look at these pawns. It's not a big deal, but the main problem is that this square on e5 is just superb. And now the king, the black king, is really weak because this pawn g7 is really weak. So you always have to care about queen e7, and that's the big difference, that white can play f3 and basically kill this bishop. So that's a big edge for white. You can just double here and try to infiltrate black's camp. King h7, that's a very tough position to play in blitz. Rook b1 makes a lot of sense. He wants rook b8. I'm not sure how to... I guess the Abdusattorov hopes to have some kind of fortress, but we don't believe in fortress here. Maybe rook b8, rook d8, and then rook b8. That looks very normal to me. Of course, queen c5 also comes into consideration. Queen d6 as well, why not? Wow, that's tricky. If rook takes c6, rook takes b1 check. If queen takes c6, queen takes c6, rook takes c6, rook takes b1 check, and now it's even winning for black. So he hopes to exchange all rooks. Actually, if he manages to exchange all rooks and the queen, it's a draw. And he even can claim that he's slightly better because of the a pawn, but obviously that's not going to be easy. So maybe queen c5. No, he played d5 finally. And the bar didn't like it at all. Bishop e8. Wow. The young Uzbek is just very good defender. Very tricky. h4, okay, creating a room for the king. And sometimes, you can play h5. This is very rare, but okay. What is he going to do? He's going to push? No. So queen takes b8, okay, rook a6, queen b7, and this pawn g7 will be weak, but we have a problem with the rook. How is he going to do it? Maybe he can do that and check and come back, but that's very artificial. Queen d7, okay, that's more solid. And he wants his pawn to distract white army. So how to proceed? d6, push them, baby. Okay, they both push, and it looks actually that, now bishop f7, protecting here. Bishop e6 will come. And it's a funny situation, bishop f7 takes. Funny situation where both players have very strong pass pawn. That is exactly what happened. But looks like a draw to me, White a bit better, maybe because the pawn g7, but I don't see how to take advantage of this. Maybe queen is threatening now. Okay, that's his small trick, let's say. Queen d5. Ooh, attacking here. After king g8, let's say, it was just queen. Take and mate. But of course, that's too cheap. Bishop c8. Ooh. Careful. Careful, Levon. Okay, queen f7. Bishop b7 looked good to me, but okay. And now 8 seconds against 30. We take a draw now. He has to play on. Bishop b7. Okay, how to proceed with white? There is no way to proceed. Even if the queen is should stick to the defense of this pawn. f5, queen. Ooh, that was missed by Levon. Check now. And now it's black. Black is better. Bishop g7 seems to save the day. Wow, and he saw it. Okay, now it's a draw. Queen takes h5, and it's a draw. What did he miss here? King h3. Bishop e4 was apparently winning for black. Just threatening h4, threatening to take this pawn. But it's a draw in the end. And very good defense from Abdusattorov. Okay, next game is white, and it's 2-1 for the youngster. Let's hope they don't make another mistake. No, he played d4. Let's see if we will have a repetition from game 2. We don't have game 2, but probably that was the opening, yeah. It looked like a sharp mess. It's a sharp mess. We saw e3 now, g5, okay, g5, the typical. You are just trying to trap the bishop with h4, and if bishop e5, it's always f6. And here, you lose the bishops, as simple as that. So that's the only question, if do I want to provoke f6 or not? Interesting question. I guess you can spend several hours trying to answer about that. h4 is coming. What's the score to win? Is a question from Twitch. It's first to 4.5. It was Banter Blitz. Actually, Banter Blitz was the qualifier. The Banter Blitz Cup was the qualifier to the San Fermin Mundial Masters Final. But it's not anymore a banter. And we are commentating. To be honest, I also thought it was a banter. Yeah, because it's very similar, because it's same sponsors. And also same organizer. So, but that's a different format. And he just gave a piece. Look at this boy. It's just incredible. Castle. Bam. Just a piece. And good luck. He wants f3. He wants f4. He wants c4. He wants everything. He wants knight g6 as well. So, it's a guide comp. It's just very good comp. Yeah, banter would have been fun as well. It's always very interesting. I also enjoy to listen to some of them. I mean, especially to Magnus. I think Magnus is very actually explains very well his thinking process. It's always very, very interesting. Some of them, I don't know. I don't want to name too many, but most of them, they are good at. They are good at explaining their thoughts during the games. So c4, knight c6, so rook h6 was basically to defend against knight g6. So now we can take, it seems. Takes. Look at this trick. Takes. And now if you take back, up, check, attack the king, and collect the knight. And white is simply pawn up. So if he sees that, it's just very good for white. And queen a4 played, which is a blunder according to the machine, because knight c5. Wow, such a mess. Knight c5 is a very nice trick. Takes, and you see if you take now queen d5, but it does look still scary. I mean, rook d1 or even bishop e4 here. I don't know. And he played bishop d7. Yeah, which looks much more safe. So now I have to take, I guess. Takes. Yeah, this queen a4 was somehow not great. Takes played. Now you have to do something. Takes here, f3. Because if black plays no long castle, then it's just winning for black. Let's see what he does. How he will find some tricks. Let's say this, f3, and then rook c5. This looks like great compensation. But on the other hand, the computer is not really impressed. You see the bar on the here. So, but it's blitz. So you never know. You never know. Knight, I don't know. It's so difficult to play. Knight f6, I guess. Yeah, to stop d5. Yeah, rook c5. Now, queen d6. Or queen, what else? Queen d6, even if I play rook b1. I don't know, in a blitz game, I guess I would take white. So easy to play. Queen e6 played. Rook b1 played. Taking b7. Oof, if long castle, something will happen. Bishop a6, yeah. ba, rook c6, and then queen a6, and it's just mate. In a few moves. Knight d7 played. Wow. Incredible defense by Levon. If you take on g5, then I can just castle, right? Probably, huh? If bishop a6, now knight b6. And this is just winning for black. That's the point. He played knight b6 first. But there is rook takes b6. Oof, and check and take. Oh, he just played the wrong move order. Oof. Poor Levon. That's just a blunder. He missed rook takes b6 and rook g8. Oof, Levon not in his best shape today. That's for sure. Terrible blunder. Didn't Duda win from Lekang? Yes, I think so, but it was 2 spots. So that was the final. So 1 spot for this Masters final in San Fermin. I mean, in online for most of the players except Magnus, who is in beautiful Pamplona. And 1 spot for the champion Meltwater Champion Chess Tour. The next event, I guess, which is end of July 28th. They start another event. Oh, and now he's completely lost, Levon. He will try to trick him. 30 seconds each. Little check. And come here. That should be over pretty soon. D5 even. D5 looks completely winning to me. There's a pawn as well. Hanging. I missed that. Okay, now then it's not so clear. What did he do? He did check and queen f8. Doesn't care about the small pawn. It will be taken with check. But I'm not sure it's going to help actually. Queen h2, and now I can go king c3, for instance. And I'm really threatening to mate, I guess. No, he took on e4, queen f7, knight e7. Still threatening queen g2. He's finding chances, but queen f3 is a very good move. And king g3. He just wants to take the pawn. The pawn b7 is hanging. Kid is very impressive. Mighty 4. Okay, this is just game over. You have these pass pawns, but okay. Now, this edge pawn is way too strong, and this knight is not going to stop it. Okay, now he's trying to come with the king, but I can push as well. Okay, I can start collecting the pawns on queen side. Not take because knight c5. Of course, he sees that. King c5. Now it will be just too difficult. Yes, h6. Yes, to make sure the king is as far as possible. And now we will collect both pawns. And it's just game over. Very good technique. Very impressive with so little time on the clock. That's what we call a good blitz player. Okay, now you just have to be careful about the forks. King c5 controlling the king. King c8, there is check. And come back. Okay, a4 is a very good move. You just push it. Rook a8, a5. This is just... He keeps on playing because it's a blitz game, but now he resigns here. So this is 3-1 for Abdusattorov. So, yeah, upset of the day so far. That's true. That's true. Let's see. It's not over, of course. It's only it's 2 points lead, but it's very short matches, so very difficult to come back. And also now I'm sure that Abdusattorov is feeling very, very confident. He got an excellent position from the previous pan-off, so why not to repeat? 96, bishop d3, bishop a5. No, h6 first, okay. After castle. I just want to change. Yeah, Levon really needs a win now. Otherwise, it's very unpleasant. Even a draw, 3.5, 1.5. If you make one blunder, the psychological situation is very tricky because you just you can lose at any moment. If you just one blunder and you're out. Bishop a5 now, but it's weird because now I can take on d5. Okay, you can still take with a pawn. I cannot give check because this is controlled. Okay, he played a3. He wants to keep the game alive. And rook d1. Bishop b6. Not really attacking that pawn, but for later. Yeah, it's very... it's a good point. You're making in the chat that with these young players, I mean, some of them, they didn't play for more than a year. So you don't exactly know their level. They might be training for a year and might be like 100 points underrated. I mean, it's very possible. What's your Euro pick tomorrow? I'm voting for Italia. Italy, for sure. Okay, and he took on c3 finally, which is... I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. Oh, now he will go. Knowing Levon, he will go queen e2. He wants bishop h6, so now you have to do something. Yeah, no, it's impossible to say what rating you would have without the pandemic. It's a topic we can discuss all night and disagree, and nobody will be right or wrong. It's just a different life. And now what do we do as black? If we have to play f5, that would be really sad. But what else, yeah? Just taking. He wants to attack on dark square. Okay, 95. Threatening knight g6. Maybe threatening bishop h6, king g8. Okay, that's so good. Again, he's defending like a beast. a4. Okay, just to confuse a bit, to play a5. And Levon is playing incredibly fast. He doesn't want to get in time trouble against his young opponent. I think this is the correct strategy, but he's missing stuff. But yeah. To be honest, I don't know him much. I played him in a blitz game in Corsica 2 years ago. Nodirbek. And that was a draw. I was doing well, and then he tricked me. Defended very well. Of course, Levon, I played against him 25 years ago, the first time. So, kind of know him for forever, basically. He's protecting his pawn, queen e3, and c4. He wants... He's very good to adapt. So, I mean, like, no worries for him. He will... adapt as usual. Bishop c4. Okay. He wants to stop queen e3 and c4. So after queen e3, I guess he wants to get this blockade. Makes a lot of sense. And now he starts thinking. Sacrifice? No. That looks a bit too much. Okay, queen e1, not queen e3. Trying to take and to take here. So queen e8, protecting e6. That's clever. Maybe he wants queen g3 now. That was the point. Okay, b1 first. Asking the question on b7. Now maybe queen g3, but queen g3 will be queen f6, no? Something like that. It looks okay for black. So what's the plan here? Bishop d2. Okay. Very solid. Because the c3 pawn was now hanging. So bishop c7, he wants to eliminate this his knight, of course, due to the time situation, position on the board, and the match situation is very much okay with the draw as black. Rook c3 again, some tricks. Oof. Incredible. Levon is getting tricked today. Of course, the simple. That was it. Queen d4, queen c3. He's falling into all the traps, all the cheapos. But still some compensations. So now takes. I guess I will take with the bishop, trying to take on d4. Okay, queen g3 first, attacking on h6, attacking mate. And now it's not easy for black to defend. So maybe I can take first. Because if you take here, that's played. Bishop c1, he wants to keep one pair of hooks. Makes sense. How to protect that guy? King h7, queen g6. King h8, even queen g6. Bishop h6 is showing the computer. Takes, and queen g6, I guess. No, even stronger. Wow, that's too good. I know I decided to give back the pawn. Bishop d8, bishop h6, bishop f6. But now white gets some initiative. Such a game, very interesting game. He's taking on g5. That's to allow this knight on e5. I'm not sure, but just to take a pawn, yeah. But this is definitely good compensation for white. Is it more? I don't know. But it's very exciting. So that's the game. Rook c4, apparently, which is losing to queen b8. Levon has the opportunity to come back into the match. Now he plays h5, rook c8, back. How was that winning? If king h7, knight e5, collecting the rook, so this is winning. But after king h7, just knight f8, and if king h6, that was bad. And if you come back to the 8th rank, then knight d7 check. But he didn't see it and play. I still in control. So difficult to play for black. I would be very surprised if he saves that one. With 6 seconds on the clock against 40. That's just too difficult to play. I mean, it's such a king. And position is probably objectively bad. Knight f7. Okay, queen f6. What else? So now you will just take and play h6 or something like that. Guess so. Yeah, you can still keep queens. Careful, Levon. 20 seconds. Takes. Okay, knight d6. And then he wants h6, h7. h6, rook g7. Oh, rook e7. Knight. What does he want? Why not h6? Push. Okay, taking the pawn makes sense as well. Knight g4 maybe. Taking another pawn. Okay, rook c7, he doesn't want to allow bishop c2. Okay, now some counter. Knight g4. That's a good move. Knight f6. Okay. b6 protecting. King h4 coming with the king. Okay, repeating a bit. Okay, so this is a good move. This is the second pawn and the third one after. Oh. Pawn a4. This is 2 pawns. Rook b5 is the last. Yeah, this is very easy now. 2 pawns up, one of each side of the board. So this makes it even easier for white. 98, he will go 96. And b7, nice victory for Levon, who was coming back 3-2. That will be a close match. Let's see what Abdu wants in the fifth game. Let's see. Yeah, this is the fifth game. Yeah, this is the sixth game. Sorry, 3-2 for Abdusattorov. Okay, is he going? Probably, huh? This sharp Ragozin, he did well, so why not? It seemed, actually, according to the evaluation, it was not because of the opening, more because of the character of the position, which was very sharp, but still. Okay, what are they doing now? Okay. Waiting for the first move, always a bit nervous about this rematch action. But let's hope they don't do that. Are they playing now? Nah. They can do that a second time, no? So I think Abdu is looking for the link. He's looking for the link. Okay. Okay, so he has a problem with the link, finding the link. Guess the start will be soon. Yeah, you want to keep on playing, yeah? That's the point of this these matches. It's very short, so breaks they don't make sense. D4 played. Okay. Levon is going knight f6. He's not ready to change. And we will see another Ragozin. Okay, CDED, bishop f4 again. Okay, bishop f4 again. Knight e4. Rook c1, queen e7 after e3. He played g5 in the previous game, knight d2. So that was maybe the second game that we missed. Very sharp. Very strange position, first of all. It's a bishop on a3. You still have to develop as white, but yeah. Okay, I'm a bit surprised that Abdu is starting to think here because that should be a pretty well-known position. Okay, g3. Develop here. Maybe sometimes you can just go g5. And if bishop e3, f5, and then f4. That's always in the air. Okay, he decided to do it the classical way, c6, solid way. Okay, now I guess bishop g2 was the point of the previous move. h4, stopping any idea with g5. Okay, that makes sense. Just go bishop g2. Okay, so rook is hanging. Rook b3, b5. Okay, that makes sense. Maybe he wants a5, a4, trapping the rook. Not easy. Actually, it looks like trouble already for white, yeah? Yeah, these positions, I mean, you cannot play by hand, yeah? It's very, very sharp and very difficult. So if you're playing against your computer's opponent, it's bad news. Bishop g2. What's wrong with a5? I'm not too sure. Oof, knight b1, attacking the bishop, making room for the rook. Oof, a4, this is a very good move. And now bishop takes b1, and look at this rook. Of course, you can protect it, but that's a disaster. You will never move it again. I can just play something. And this is just game over. You can even be more nasty and play bishop d3, bishop c4. And this rook will never move again. So I guess he has to give the exchange, but there is some compensation. I really don't think so. This pawn is hanging. Yeah, you can try something like that. e4. Play for some comp. Oof, 120 against 240. Our young friend not getting out of the opening as white. So queen c1, bishop d3 will come, I guess. Yeah, that's the game. Bishop d3, castle, bishop c4, and this rook is trapped forever, basically. You don't even have to take it. Wow, bishop b8. And Rook, you want to play e4, but this is just too easy for black. I mean, look, I mean, this queen has to protect. So the queen has to stay here, and the rook cannot move. That's just so bad. f4, of course, opening up on the king side. Bishop c4, dc, it's the same story. The rook is completely trapped. This is just completely over, actually. This is actually resignable. I mean, no moves. Resigns. Told you. 3-3. It went fast. But now it's critical. So it's now 2 games. If 1-1, 2 more games. If 1-1 again, Armageddon. If one of them makes 1.5 or more in the next 2, he wins. Yeah, in opening, I mean, Levon showed that there is a difference in class. Okay, some Benko. Maybe it's better to play some sidelines like that. I think it's a good practical choice from the kid. Okay, queen c2, obviously. You want to play e4. You don't want to play knight c3 because it's always b4 and you lose the tempo. So queen c2, bishop g7, e4, d6, you still give the pawn, which is taken now. You will play a6 at some point. You have to play a6. a6, a4. And now, oof, 98. That's normally, no, that's not what you do. Okay, e3 to be able to recapture with a pawn on b5 if ab takes. This is very typical, yeah? And then bishop b2, and it's 2 pawns. I mean, it's pawn down still, but it's 2 pass pawn connected, so very difficult. 97. But where are the compensations? I just play bishop e2 or something like that. There is absolutely 0 compensation for that pawn. Yeah, just keep it. Keep it very simple with bishop e2. And it's he's thinking. I don't know about what. Bishop e2 played. AB. Knight b5, not AB. Wow, that's a bit surprising to me, but yeah, makes sense. That was also very good. I guess he wanted something like that. Some conversations. Knight b5, knight c7, and now just castle, I guess. Yeah. What does he want? This? Because if you go knight b5, a pleasant choice. Yeah, I can play bishop b5. Just the compensation are really questionable here. Yeah, but he's getting bad position, Excalibur. We're saying with criticizing the opening choice. He's getting outplayed in mainline theories. So he's trying to play something. This something cost a pawn. And yeah, no compensations whatsoever. But yeah, knight b6, bishop d7, maybe f5 sometimes. What's f5? F5 is f5, you know, it's always too early. Maybe bishop c3 here to exchange these bishops. Bishop c3 played. And if you take the bishop, for instance, I can just play bc. And it's clear extra pawn, yeah? And not much you can do as black. Bishop g4 was played. At least to keep this pawn on b2. One day, who knows, could be weak. Did he forget what the score was? That would be sad at his age, says Dutch defender. That's true. Knight fd4, some small cheapo. If cd, bishop g4, you exchange good pieces. If bishop e2, knight e2, and you are doing very well. Still a pawn up. And if you go back with the bishops, then knight c6 would appear, I guess. And that would be highly problematic. So he's taking here. I guess he would take with a knight, but he can play also knight c6 intermezzo. Wow, this is nice. This is a very nice play from Levon. And now a5 is coming. I was about to say that you don't have anymore the square on b4, but you do. Takes would be a mistake. Takes. And a4 would be hanging. Okay, even if there is rook h3 here to take this and this. But he played a5 immediately. Okay, if you go to c8, I'll probably do something like that. Just game over. This pawn is weak, stable. Yeah, that will be the third loss in a row if he loses that game. Yeah. So that's tough. Not over, but after a really good start, just completely collapsed. And rook a1 played, and I think this is just completely lost. Knight a7 maybe. Knight a7 played. Knight d4, of course, you don't exchange this knight for this stupid knight on a7. This knight is completely dominant. Now you can start attacking, harassing the pawn here. No h4 this time. Don't need h4, and h3 keeps the idea to go queen g4 and exchange queens and enter a winning endgame. Yeah, okay, it's short matches. He was doing very well. It's not over. Even if he loses, still have a chance. So knight b3, attacking the rook. Now, can we exchange some more pieces, maybe? Rook c1 played. Rook c8, he just takes. At some point, he will play queen d2 and rook c1. Okay, pushing is completely fine as well. What can you do as black? This is a sad question. h5, okay. At least it's presenting some idea with queen g4. And no time as well. Yeah, no, this Benko gambit went really poorly for blacks. That's obvious. Will Magnus play today? Yes. He will play at 8:30 p.m. JM Fressinet, have you played in Bucharest? No. If I've ever played in Bucharest? Yes. If I've played the last Grand Chess Tour in Bucharest? No. Okay. So this is just, yeah, a7. Okay, he has to sacrifice and play queen g4, fishing. But okay, it just takes on e7. And this is just resignable again. Yeah, here, queen f6 is a move for family man. Okay, it is not bad as well. If king h7, it's mate. And if king g7, queen f8, and just it will be mate somehow. I'll take first here, and okay. It will be mate. So it's 4-3 for Levon Aronian. World number 5, who is taking over against his young opponent. Okay, now our friend Abdu is in a must-win situation, so he needs to win. Otherwise, the match is lost. If he wins 2 more blitz games, 3+2, and if 1-1 again, then it's an Armageddon. That could become very exciting. I see in the chat where some people are talking about my new countryman. We all, of course, welcome Ali Reza. So happy to have him as a Frenchman. The first time of my life I've been so happy to lose one rank in the rating list. Actually, I'm really pleased to lose that rank. Really, just that's really great news for chess in France. And also, I mean, he was playing with his FIDE flag. Now he has a flag, he has a passport. So this is really good news for, I don't know, for the world chess community, but at least for the French chess community, this is just a brilliant news. Obviously, are they playing now? Did they rematch? Yeah. Yeah, new grandmaster and immediately number 1. That's amazing. Okay, I don't have the game, and it seems to me that they are focused. Are we missing the last game? No. Okay, he's struggling to find the game. Okay, and some Nimzo. He stops this Ragozin Nimzo queen c2. Okay. Not exactly the most obvious choice, opening choice, if you're in the must win, but why not? I mean, it's very, very playable, of course. Knight f3, knight a6, g3, knight c5, then you just go bishop g2. There's tons of theory here. Now, d1, I guess, is e4, sorry, e4, but it's supposed to be harmless for black. So let's see if Abdu has an idea here. Okay, Levon first has to remember. There's many games here, I know. Queen c7, I think. Queen c7, knight d7, bishop d6, something like that. Queen c7 played. I don't think you can go bishop f4 because of g5. That would be very unfortunate, but you lose a piece. And now queen e2 is a move. As far as I know, is Alireza is number 12 exactly. He's 27, 60 something, 65, I guess. So we could also make a guess, yeah. Without the pandemic, he might be already 2800 or something. But I guess for him, what matters the most is the World Championship cycle, and we will see him. Of course, we will follow him in World Cup without COVID 2900. Yeah. Of course, we'll follow him in this World Cup. And now, trading everything, Levon, I guess, will play in World Cup as well. Oof, rook b8, which seems to be a mistake according to the evaluation bar. Why? Because of rook a5. Wow. That's really impressive. Rook a5. And then you cannot, after a6, you cannot develop b6 now, c5. And this is very good for white. So that was a small trick. Now c5, I think it's well known. So I think just Levon mixed up something. And Abdu didn't take advantage of it. So does he know that if he makes a draw, it's over? Let's hope so. Okay, f6, which seems to be a mistake according to the computer. Bishop a6 was a move, and very natural. You just want bishop c4. I mean, why not? f6 weakening here, so now you can just go here. It's not so easy with you can't play bishop a6 anymore because this pawn e6 is hanging. It's okay, it's playing rook e3. Why not? That is interesting. Okay, probably at the end, yeah, okay, yeah, it's very much okay. We probably have both players at the end of the match. It's always nice, of course, to have both of them. Okay, c6. Let's see. Anyways, this match is not over. Let's see after the end of the Armageddon when one will flag the other one. Maybe the other one doesn't want to come anymore. f4, and now it's good initiative for white. It seems to win a pawn already. If bishop a2, okay, one, I get some great initiative here. c7 and pass pawn. Suddenly it looks very good for white. What does he want? Rook bd8. What's it about? Can I just take? Aye, Levon. He has to play f5 now. Oof. Maybe c4 even I can go. And if bishop c4, e6. Push. c4 looks good to me. Very dynamic, very like a blitz game. c4 played. It's what you do in blitz. c4 maybe, because you also protect a2 by giving this pawn. This is a bit funny. And you are threatening maybe bishop d5. At least bishop d5 is in the air. And if you let me consolidate, f4, rook a3 is very good. Rook a3 is very good according to the comp. Okay, he can take as well. He's just completely winning, I guess. Takes, bishop d5, yeah. And now you see, I mean, like, takes, and now we just push, and here should be completely winning. So he's just calculating. I guess it's what he, I mean, let's remember that he lost 3 games in a row. So, I mean, he's not in the perfect let's say, confidence mood to convert that one. But he has the position. Bishop d5, well played. Oof, e6. That's the position on the board. That looks totally lost to me. You have to come back with one of the rooks. Because e7 is coming. Or maybe king f8. Can you go king f8? Oof, 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 oof. Oof, I'm not sure. King f8, I will just push. If you go here, I go here and here. If you go here, I go here and here. I don't know if that was clear. Rook f8, e7. Rook e8, rook c1, rook behind the pass pawn. This is always good. Almost. 99%. Rook c5. Okay, now c7. This is just a total zugzwang. Rook f3. This is very good. King a7, rook e3. I take the rook and I queen my pawn. If you go king where you want, king g8, rook f8, takes a queen and another queen. This one, which is not taken. So this is 4-4. And we go into tie breaks. Levon is white in the first game. And if there is 1-1 again, I mean, like, there were 4-4. If there is a tie again, then we'll play Armageddon. And Levon Aronian will be white, apparently. Only one tie break. Only a pair of blitz games before the Armageddon. This is getting really exciting. Okay, Levon, semi-tash, okay, which will become a pan-off, as we saw before, but last time Abdu got trapped in the opening, and now he starts to think here, but come on. You cannot start thinking here. No. This is wrong. This is wrong. Bishop b4, so he thinks 10 seconds to repeat. This is going the wrong direction already. Okay. We're hearing the sad news from Zagreb that Gary Kasparov lost all his games. Made a draw, half out of 9. Wow, that's just so sick. Oof, that's just no. I mean, you cannot expect a guy to make half out of 9. I mean, you cannot expect that. I mean, you can never expect that. I mean, you can expect him to suffer for sure because he lacks competition and so on. But he's one of the greatest. Yeah. Excalibur says age 58 and a very busy man. It's just too much. Yeah, even for for someone like him, which means it's bad news for us. For normal people, if for Kasparov it's not possible for normal people, how does it look? How much we finish in minus? In this, I mean, like. It's just terrible. 2300 performance rating. Wow. I think that was the last time we saw Guy taking part into one of such. Yeah, exactly, Mighty. First, not looking to play after 50. Yeah, no, I mean, if Kasparov is having 2300 performance, I mean, like, I don't think it will be fun to have 1800 performance. That's my take. Yeah. Okay, and in the meantime, Abdu got outplayed again. Now Queen e4 is very good. Queen e4, this is over. G6, Bishop h6. I mean, just completely insane. Queen e4, he has 1 minute less on the clock, completely busted. I mean, this is the position they played in the previous black game when he didn't play Benko. I mean, like after one game, basically he didn't have anything to play. That's just terrible prep. I mean, they take it. I think the main mistake. Okay, I don't know if Abdu will lose, but for Santos as well, I felt he didn't take it prep wise. I mean, it's clear they are sharp, and but I mean, okay, against these guys, they know some. Even if they don't play their main repertoire, they know some theory always. So you cannot go there and just I'm going to play Panov, and if it doesn't work, I will play Benko, something like that. You cannot do that. I mean, just you have to be you have to get a good idea, because look, I mean, 230, you don't. I mean, maybe we survive that game. I don't think so, but most of the time you don't survive such. He just blundered one move, but his position was he clearly had no idea on what to do. So that's really not great. When will Magnus enter the World Cup? He's asking Godsmack on Twitch. He will enter World Cup when we start streaming. 15th of July, obviously. So this is the second round. While normal, weaker people enter the World Cup on the 12th. So there is 12th first game, 13th second game, and 14th tiebreaks. And then the big boys are entering the hall. Okay, so this is just 2 pawns. Should be easy winning. I mean, like 2 pawns. Okay, this pawn is not brilliant because it's doubled, but it's 2 bishops as well. You can go bishop e6 and d5. It's what you would play with the hand. I mean, like just completely over. I don't know what you do here. Rook, just hopeless. I mean, just completely hopeless. I mean, like even sad to play it. Maybe a small check just to make sure the king stay in some kind of corner. Bishop b6 cannot hurt as well. Keeping the check for later. Maybe bishop c7 will come as well. And this is reasonable for the young Uzbek player. Yeah, bishop c7, game over, bro. Okay, he has to go knight d5. This is the last trick. Okay, knight c8. If bishop d5, he has rook c8, but bishop d6 was just... And this is 2 bishops and plus a pawn. So he went knight c8, bishop a5, knight e7, check, king f8, and now bishop d2, king g7. Ah, he's fighting. He's a great fighter. I mean, he's amazing, actually. Yeah, exactly. So they play 2 days of classical, and the third day is for tiebreaks. Exactly. Humayun, yeah. And he can go for a very long way in tiebreaks. I played in many World Cups. I played 7, I think, and one time I had even against Future. I'm not Future, against the Challenger, World Championship Challenger, Jan Nepomniachtchi. I played in 2015, no less than 8 games overall. That was a very long match. It can go on forever, basically. I mean, it can be, I mean, take breaks day, actually, if you go all the way, it's longer than a classical game. So for the nerves, it's really bad because you get tired, because you are always on the verge of getting knocked out. So this is really one of the, and that's why I think maybe Magnus will show up after his match. I hope so. And this is really one of the most difficult for me tournament I've played in my career. Just these tiebreaks are just incredibly nervous. How many games in tiebreak? It's 2 games, and if you make 1-1, you play 25 minutes game. Then if you 1-1, it's 2 more. If then it's 10 minutes. It used to be like that, actually. 10 minutes and 1-1, 2 more. But you have long breaks and 5+3s and 3+2s, and then finally you play Armageddon. So you can go you can play 9 games, I think, overall in the whole match with the 2 classicals. So this is 7 games in tiebreaks. But this is It's not about the games, it's about the nerves. I mean, like, and you can just one move and you are just there changing your ticket, basically, to go back home. Yeah. So this is always. I saw some incredible things happening there. And Levon converted his 2 points advantage. I mean, that was too easy for Levon. That's just a gift Nodirbek did to him. What is my latest tournament? My latest tournament is the French League, over the board French League, which I won. Not only me. My team won. I didn't play well. I lost some rating. But my team played very well. I mean, good enough to win. Bischwiller, which is close to the border of Germany. And that was good. That was good to see chess players to play and the team wins, so everybody happy. Even if you lose some rating, you don't care. So all was good. Do you think FIDE should be strict about threats in World Cup? Yes. Yeah, I think you have to dress up a bit for tournaments. I think it's just there's a lot of sponsor involved, so I don't see the problem. So this is Arkhangelsk, h3, castle. Okay, bishop e3 is a bit surprised. Okay, normally you play with a4, but he didn't. It's a bit of a sideline. Of course, you cannot go knight e4. Why? Because there is this famous trick. Look at these two hanging knights, and you go bishop d5, and you attack both of them. And now there is a... You can do that. Takes, knight e4, bishop d5, queen e8. There is a way. There is a famous trap here. Knight b4 is very good for black. Why? Because now you have to take with the queen. You take here, and now d5 and no square for the bishop. This is a well-known trick. It continues. You go bishop d2, takes, and this is played. Wow. Bishop f8, f takes g2, king g2, and something like that is very good for black. And he played it, but he didn't fall for queen c2. He played rook e1, knight f6. No, it's very sharp. Bishop g5, knight d5. Ah, this is queen sacrifice. I already saw, I think. Knight c3, okay. And this is just very solid for black, I guess. It's pawn. It's a pawn, bishop, and rook for the queen. I think this is very, very acceptable for black and very much okay. Let's see. My next over-the-board tournament, Alpha. This is nice to ask. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not I'm not looking forward to it, to be honest. But I'm looking forward to the Mr. Doji Invitational 3, obviously, as anyone else. This is tough to play chess, you know, over the board. I mean, like, this is stressful, you know, like, it was a long tournament, so, yeah. Okay, now we took and we'll play knight c4 and have very, very good comp. Knight c4, queen d3. And rook e1. Now it's very good for black, simply. It's very good for black. Just, you have very stable pieces. Very good control of light square. You will just double. It's very easy to play as well in blitz. Oh, yeah. It's what I was going to say. Now we have to go for it. Yeah, I mean, like knight f5, bishop h6. I don't know. Something. Some tricks. I mean, just there is no choice. Alpha is very curious. He's asking if I'm still working with Magnus. We will ask him. We will ask him if he comes up in the show. Or maybe not. I don't know. We will. Okay, so okay8. This is good. Yeah, if Nodirbek wins, there will be a Armageddon, Stefan. That's absolutely correct. But to be honest, I'm hoping for Armageddon, of course. Everyone wants to see blood. I mean, this is obvious. But objectively speaking, yeah, he's attacking. Look, I mean, very simple chess, very high-class chess. You just exchange the only active piece from white. You just control it. And what can you do? I would have taken, actually. Because now you can go knight g3, h4, h5. And okay, go for it. g4, okay, if you take with a bishop, I just take with a pawn. And have some, of course, it's not good, but I have some kind of play. Okay, let's see. G4. Yeah, just trying to trick him. I mean, no choice, yeah, actually. But if I liquidate everything, king h2, I can just take here. Yeah, I don't see. Yeah, this position is hard to lose, yeah. Hard to imagine something happening. He's taking first on his 3, okay. Now we can take with the knight. Okay, he's taking with a pawn. Ah, I'm taking with a queen, yeah? So knight e3 now and back. Something like that. Okay, g6, attacking the queen, sorry. So you have to remove the queen. And now what do you do? Rook e4, he would just stop. Actually, he would just want to block the position fully. Maybe then play king g7, then putting the knight here, but he has to do something. He has to do something crazy as white. This is obvious. He doesn't care about pawns. He should open up the position and see what happens. He wants c4, I guess, or something like that. He's just taking queen d3. Now you can just go knight c4. Ah no, you allow d5 then. So maybe you can just go d5, trying to king g7 first. Okay. There's no hurry, actually. Yeah, that's true. I mean, the position is so sad for white. Okay, for not threatening much. Apparently, this is a blunder. There is c4 here. Oh, he's taking his chance. That could be a turning point. Wow. Now queen c2, I guess. Queen c2 is rook e1, king f2, rook f1. Playing for tricks. Queen f1. This is also a good move. If you take on c4, this pawn is still alive. And now he has a very strong move according to the computer, d5. If he finds it, wow, he wants to create a pass pawn. He understood it. He's playing for tricks. Incredible action now. Wow. To find those tricks in time trouble. I saw him. You can see on YouTube a game between Abdu and Magnus, and where it looks like Magnus is in full control, and suddenly he gets tricked, and he's almost losing that game. He's making a draw, but some incredible trick. You wouldn't expect Magnus to be tricked like that. That was just very impressive. I mean, because just, of course, it's about Magnus blundering, but still, I mean, okay, it's just creating problems is not easy. Push. He will push it. Of course, he will push it. And now he will come with the queen. And b7 and queen a7. It's unstoppable. King f1 now. And king. The king is coming. Now he has 8 seconds. What can he do? b7. This is very well played. Now queen a8, queen c8. Queen f8 even is coming. Queen c8 is good. Oh, this is just incredible. Check. Okay, some checks. But even... yeah, he will just come with the king. If rook b6, queen c7. It's just game over. This is incredible. Queen c7, rook b1, but king d2 now. Time to resign. Knight e5, it's queen. Queen will come. New queen. Incredible. Incredible. No, 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 no. No, no, this is lost. This is not even a question. An incredible comeback from the youngster from Uzbekistan, Abdu, our friend Abdu. And now this is time for Armageddon. Yeah, no, it's a skill. It's a skill to find tricks. It's a skill. Definitely congrats to him. It was the first time I see him. The first time I saw him finding this kind of tricks, it was against me. So that was the first time. It was a couple of years ago in the Blitz tournament in Corsica. I was sure I was going to win, and he tricked me, and it was a draw. So I saw him against Magnus, so that was slightly more impressive. And today, again, I mean, he's finding tricks. I mean, just unbelievable tricks. So now it's Armageddon. 5 minutes for Levon Aronian. Must win. 4 minutes for Nodirbek Abdusattorov. But draw odds. This is very clear. The winner takes it all. And the winner plays against world number 3, Ding Liren, in the semi-final tomorrow. Let's go with the moves. Yeah, actually, I see some comments that he performed much better against Levon than one would have expected. Yeah, I didn't expect him to do so well. Let's go, but he has black. It's a bad news for him because there's no repertoire. I mean, like for today, he's busted everywhere. I mean, Volga didn't. It was a disaster. And this pan of line, I mean, it's not going well. Who picked color? I think it's very much random. It's my hunch, but it's very random. So it's tricky because Levon will lose time on his clock. D4. Yeah, he's visibly very unhappy. Magnus is, of course, in the tournament. You can come 8:30. That will be the next match with the current world champion. World number 1 for more than 10 years by now will be live from Pamplona. Si, senor. Let's go. Let's go, Nodi. I can call him Nodi or Abdu. Yes, come on, play a move. Let's go. Uh, 8:30 at what time zone? It's in 1 hour, just to be clear. It's Central European time. I always talk about Paris. Paris Central European time zone. Clock should be reset, I guess. I don't know. Oof. Yeah, it was not. It was better at finding tricks than finding the games. Okay. Okay, now Levon stood up. Okay. No. Probably annoyed. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I have no clue. I need Oli to tell me. Otherwise, I'm lost. Or Vanessa. Who's producing the show. But they probably have no clue. And they started. Okay, it's 4 minutes, so they finally started. And this is Semi-Taraj, so maybe he was thinking about what to do. A3, Bishop C4, A6. Okay, castle, and now Bishop A2. You want D5 here. Oh, sorry, you want D5, and he played D5. Knight D5 here. Bishop E7 simply. Okay, that's a very normal opening. I mean, both players are more or less happy. Played incredibly fast. And B4, he wants Bishop B2. Wow, that's really a must-win. C4, apparently the bar was not happy because it was blundering knight takes before, but this is really very difficult for a blitz game. C4 looks very human to me, just controlling that. Bishop on A2, knight E7, queen D1, and playing the endgame. Is the endgame completely fine for black? Most likely, but there is two bishops. There is some potential to get outplayed here. Okay, rook d8 very quickly. I'm sure he's very fast. I'm sure our boy Abdu is incredibly fast. There is no, with all due respect to Levon, I think he's more as fast as me. I mean, like, it's more of my speed than Abdu's speed. So I think at the end, it's a big edge for Abdu. These young guys, they are playing online blitz a lot. And they have some mouse skill. Okay, C1, okay. He doesn't want to exchange because it will be difficult to win. Now maybe H5 is a technical move to stop the expansion. And see, G6, G4, of course, now you want H4. You know all your moves, yeah? If you would have played H5, at least you stop, you ask a question. So G6, G4, then H4, then King G3, then maybe H5. You have many moves to play in blitz. It's always a nice thing. What does he want? He wants knight F4, oh boy. No, G5. He wanted bishop F6. So knight F4, I think, is a threat now to go knight E2. It's very tricky. It's incredibly tricky. He is playing for knight F4. This is for sure. H4, knight F4. I'm betting on knight F4. Come on, do it. Knight F4. Is it working? Bishop F6. It's not working apparently. Knight E2. It was not working. Okay, one and the knight is trapped. That was stupid. Okay, so knight E7. Bishop F6, rook D7, E4. And now, yeah, you see, huh? Dark square. And he got outplayed. He got completely outplayed. King F8, which is a blunder, apparently, because of Bishop B1, which will be very good. Trying to take on this winner, you cannot exchange, and you will lose the pawn. And Bishop B1 played by Levon. Wow. And now it's all over. If you move the knight, then look, this rook isn't protected. The rooks are not protected. He has to come back, I guess. But you take, and look, you are pinned. This is a big problem. King E3 is coming. Whatever move, you just take next. You can play rook C5. You can enjoy, like Ding did in the previous match, if you remember. So this is just game over. Will he find some tricks? He played king A, take. Now he will play rook C5. I don't know. King E3, whatever. And 1 minute up on the clock. This is just dead over. This is just busted. It's busted for our kid. But came back from nowhere in the last game. So who knows? Rook C6 played by Levon. Okay, King E3 is a big threat. Taking the pawn. Bishop E5. Everything. Rook A8. Wow, King E3. He will just take the pawn. The knight who is dominant. Rook C8. Okay, knight D8 back, threatening A3. Bishop B2. Okay, and now how do we get rid of I don't know. Okay, A4. Okay, takes and Bishop F6 is a big threat. Rook B8. He always wants more. Rook C4, he wants to protect his pawn now. He changed his mind, but Rook D2 is very good, I think. Rook D2 is very good. Rook D2 and then threatening Bishop F6, threatening Rook takes B5. This looks over to me. Bishop F6 as well looks very good. Rook D2 played. Takes, King D7, but it's 2 pawns. Just a matter of technique. And Levon has the technique, that is for sure. Rook A4. But let's see, there is a knight. You know, a knight in blitz, it's always some hope, but 2 pawns in 1 minute. That sounds too much to me for a miracle comeback. But again, King C6, such a fighter. The kid is a great fighter. He will get 95. I didn't like F4. This is rook B4. I didn't see. So this is all good. This is all good. Rook A8. He has to keep pieces if he wants to trick him. F5. Is he going for F5? It looks good. Yeah. 95. No. Bishop D4. The pawn is hanging. See, I would probably not win that. No, King F4. 93. Still some tricks. Rook C4 is a good move. Rook King B5. Rook D4 now. Okay, this is good. King C6. Come back. Not easy to improve. Some technical problems. Rook B8. And now he's playing much faster. A young friend from Tashkent. Bishop C1 is a blunder. Rook B3 now. Rook B1. Threatening rook takes C1. If rook C4, that would be... rook C4 is still okay because it's pinned. But rook C4, King B5 probably would be good. And rook takes C1. He has to be careful. 55 seconds. He has to play faster. Levon, play faster. Okay, rook C4 is a big one. 97. Oh, okay. The mouse kill. I'm really worried for Levon. Now it's 32 seconds against 40. Oof, 95. He will come back, of course. Rook A2, 95. Rook D2. Now he has to. Well played. If rook A3. Rook A3. What was the trick? It was check. Let's see the end. He has 20 seconds more. It should be enough. For me, I'm telling you, that wouldn't be enough, for sure. I'm just way too slow. But for Levon, I guess he's trained. Okay. Takes F6. Takes F6. F7. It's a queen. It's a queen. It's over. It's over. Congratulations. Not yet. It's over. 5 seconds. No. You cannot have miracles. No. Congratulations to Levon Aronian for his win in this beautiful match. Very exciting, very close match. And congratulations as well to our young friend, Abdu, from Uzbekistan, who showed that he gave a very hard time to world number 5. Levon Aronian, this is a great achievement from him. That was a great match, and I'm really looking forward to see more of him. They are coming, yeah? Okay, so I don't know. Both are coming. I guess we just congratulate them for the match. I mean, like, such an exciting match. Congratulations, Levon, and welcome to the show. Wow. So
yes, I showed my luck.
You showed, I don't know, you showed that it's not easy to play a youngster from who is like, maybe you are twice his age?
Maybe even more.
Maybe even more. So this is not easy. He was incredibly tricky and incredibly resourceful.
Oh, yes. This game that I lost with black when I was... I sacrificed the queen. I think, okay, there's nothing...
The machine, actually. He found all the tricks, and that was amazing. So, but you showed much more experience in opening wise, I would say. You were like with white, he basically, except the first game, he basically couldn't get out.
Yeah.
So that was all good.
But it was kind of nerve-wracking, of course. It's a tough opponent.
Yeah, he was incredibly tough, and really congrats to him as well, because we want to see more of him, because he's so tricky and different style from others player. What was your favorite game in the match? Maybe?
I don't know, actually. I don't even remember my games. I was so stressed. I guess when I caught his rook on a3, that was cute.
Yes, that was yeah, okay. Okay, that was an F4 and opening up the king side.
You don't get to catch opponent's rook on a3.
Yeah, he didn't have much. Yeah, that was sad to watch, but that was very, very beautiful. So you will face world number 3 Ding Liren in semi-finals tomorrow. Any expectations? Any history against Ding in Blitz?
Oh, he's very good. He's a tough opponent, and if I'm going to play like today, of course I don't want to take credit from my opponent, but today I was definitely not playing like I played in previous tournaments. I was blundering a lot.
Yeah. Okay. So thanks a lot for the match, for this, for making it very, very exciting. And congratulations again. And
thank you.
Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you. So the next match will be Magnus Carlsen, world number 1, against Eduardo Iturrizaga, number 1, but from Venezuela. Very good blitz player, but against Magnus, of course, it will be difficult. We have Nodirbek who is joining us. Hi.
Hi.
And I almost want to congratulate you because you gave us a very, very good time watching that, and you gave a very, very tough time to world number 5, Levon. And what are you?
Yeah, it could have been better, but
yeah. You took an early start with 3-1, and then it seems you had problems with black to choose an opening.
Yeah.
So what do you regret the most? Maybe which game comes to mind?
Sure. This game with like rookie strat. I mean.
Rookie strat. Yeah, that went wrong. Yeah, he showed. I think he showed much more experience in openings. It seems.
Yeah.
But then you find some incredible trick, like in this game. I don't know if this C4 and D5. It took like we were not very optimistic for you here because it looked like very difficult.
Yeah, it's only chance, and he followed for it, I think.
Yeah.
At some point, he should have played D5 to stop this break. I mean,
like this, yeah.
Yeah, here D5. Like.
Yeah, D5 and
Knight C4. And, yeah.
Yeah, you are incredibly resourceful, so you would fight something. What would it be?
Yeah.
H4, H5, maybe.
No. Here I'm not sure because
it's too difficult. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And in the Armageddon, I thought you would almost make it. I mean, at some point, it looked around here.
No. Yeah, here.
Here, Rook B3 shot the machine. I had to play Knight D3, and I thought, okay, this might go wrong for Levon. But yeah, okay, it's just a blitz game. But anyway, congratulations, and the chat was very impressed by your performance. I mean, that was just so close.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot for joining.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
So thanks to our young friend from Uzbekistan who did a great job by entertaining us and almost winning that match against Levon. That was very, very impressive. So I will take a small break now. But 8:30, we have the big match. World number 1, Magnus Carlsen entering the competition live from Pamplona. That will be great against Eduardo Iturrizaga, the hero of the Spanish community. So it will be very exciting. So stay tuned. It will be in 40 minutes, no less than 40 minutes. I will probably take start the show at something like 8:25. So stay tuned. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
The Clínica Universidad de Navarra, with locations in Pamplona and Madrid, is an internationally renowned academic hospital with a marked orientation towards research and education. As an academic centre, it stems from a school of medicine, the University of Navarre, for which it is named, and benefits from the support of the Centre for Applied Medical Research. As a result of this profoundly integrative spirit, uniting clinical care, research and academic training, the clinic, university and thema generate a knowledge network providing constant feedback to each other. University of Navarra Cancer Center was founded, an international leader in the diagnosis and treatment of cancer, providing patients with the most innovative therapies and technology that is, at times, unique in our country. This model of interdisciplinary medicine has been certified by the most prestigious national and international recognitions.